How's it going, YouTube? I am back with another video, and if you ask, you shall receive. Now, I needed to update this profile since right when I uploaded the profile, the ban list came out, and Gofu got hit, so had to remove Gofu. And by the time, by now, I've actually found a couple more cards you can add into the deck that improve its consistency and its speed, and in general, just someone asked in the comments of the last video to update it, so I'm going to. So, obviously, as you can see, this is the Predaplant build again, but with a couple different changes that I think you guys will like. So, without further ado, let's update the profile. Starting off, you still run 3 Ortho Scorpio. If you don't run 3, you're killing your deck. So, Ortho Scorpio is the card when normal is special summoned, you can discard 1 monster from your hand and then special summon 1 Predaplant monster from your deck. And you can only use that effect once per turn. So, obviously, an amazing card, and you have to run 3. We still run 3 of our fusion, which is Clamato Sundew. Clamato Sundew, while on the field, you can use monsters that your opponent controls that have a predator counter for a fusion summon. And one thing I didn't know at the time is, even if your opponent's monster isn't a dark monster, you can still use it for Starving Venom. I don't understand why the effect doesn't even say that they turn into darks, but you still can, and I don't really understand how. But he can use monsters from your hand and field, like Polly, to fuse. Next card, still 3 Spinodioneus, since when he's normal or special, you put a predator counter on one of your opponent's monsters, so great. He's level 4, so even better. And if he battles a monster with a predator counter, you get to special summon 1 from deck. 1 predator monster from the deck. Predaplant monster. Still run 3 Saraceniant, your hand trap. When you attack directly, you can summon this from the hand. If this card battles an opponent's monster, it takes that monster with it. And then when he's sent to the graveyard by card effect or by battle, or destroyed from the field, sent to the grave by battle or by card effect, you get to search your deck for a Predapt card. Next is 2 Banks Yoga. So, still run 2. I was thinking about bumping him up to 3, but I kept him at 2. He's that Kaiju, when your opponent has a monster with a predator counter, you can tribute special summon this card to your field. And then when this card's sent to the graveyard, you can put a predator counter on every single one of your opponent's monsters. Put Squidrocera down to 1. He's not extremely amazing. He's only in there for a combo, plus he's just another level 2, well, level 3 or lower, or 2 or lower, I can't exactly remember off the top of my head, so works in the deck. Still 1 Flytrap. Once a turn you can put a predator counter on a monster, and then he automatically destroys a monster with a predator counter and gains the level. 1 Predaplant Hydra. So this is the other Kaiju. Special summon him by tributing a monster with a predator counter. When he's in the field or grave, you can banish 1 other Predaplant monster and target 1 monster in your opponent's field and loses 500 attack. So he actually helps a lot. That's why I still have him and 2 Banks Yoga instead of 3. Next is 2 of the Rose Lover, since just helps turbo plant monsters from your hand to the field and just gets effects off. So it's level 1, so 1 for 1 gets it out, and in general, just you foolish it, you discard it with Ortho Scorpio. You can just do so much things with this card, and I love running it. I'm so glad I managed to figure out a way to use it. Next, still 1/1 Glow Up Bulb, since this card is your free Crystal Wing if you have the field for it, which is not hard. And 1 Destrudo, since he is your free Synchro, and being able to just do something other than Fusion and Xyz is just extremely helpful in today's format, since you just have options. Plus, he can special summon himself and use a Dark, so it helps summon out Starving Venom. Now for the spells. 3 Predator Pruning, since it's your best revival card. Well, not anymore, but was your best revival card. So you equip it to a Predaplant monster that's in your grave, special summon it, and if this equipped card is sent to the grave, destroy that monster, and vice versa. So really great card. 2 Predaponics, since Predaponics isn't as good as Predapruning, but it is continuous, which makes it good, but it also negates the monster effect of this monster it summons. So you target 1 level 4 level Predaplant monster in your graveyard, it has its effects negated, and you summon it back to your field, and during your standby phase you pay 800 life points to keep this on the field, or it's destroyed. Next is one of the new cards I added, 2 Super Solar Nutrient. So you activate the card, it's continuous, you activate it by attributing 1 level 2 or lower plant monster, and then special summon 1 plant monster from your hand or deck whose level is equal to or 3 levels higher than the attributed monster. So if you attribute a level 1, you can summon a level 1 to a level 2 to 4. I think 1 to 4, and if you attribute a level 2, you can summon 3 to 5, or 2 to 5. But it's really good. You contribute a Rose Lover that's in your hand that you can't get to the grave, and special summon Orpha Scorpio from the deck, and then go off from there. This card is just amazing. You have so many level 2 or lower plant monsters in here that you always get this off, basically every time. I don't think you can't pull this off really, there's just no way. There's so many cards you contribute off with it. Your Clamato Sundew, your Saracenian, Flytrap, Squidrocera, Rose Lover, Glow Up Bulb. You've just got so many, and the fact that it can just get out Predaplant or Scorpio from the deck, since I don't have Lone Flyer Blossom, I would recommend running Lone Flyer Blossom if you don't, but this is still a great alternative. I would say try this out. Still run Reasoning, since it's basically gonna always give you a free summon, so it's great because the amount of different levels you run, it's nearly impossible to actually call the level. 1 for 1 to get Rose Lover or Glow Up Bulb, whichever one you need, out to the field, or Saracenian, just any of them. 1 Soul Shard, since it's a great revival card, so it's just amazing in this format. So you bring back Starving Venoms and stuff, and anything that you need. So still run Soul Charge. We got Monster Reborn. Run it. It's so good. So no one needs to know. Everyone knows what Monster Reborn is. There's no need for an explanation. Just run Monster Reborn. 1 Poly, since if you don't have Clamato Sundew, you need another way to fuse. So still run Poly. 1 Foolish Burial, since nearly everything you send to the graveyard can be used. Like I said in the last video, if you got Destrudo in hand and need Glow Up Bulb to make that Crystal Wing, send Glow Up Bulb. If you need the other way around, you've got Glow Up Bulb in hand and you need Destrudo, send Destrudo, stuff like that. You've just got so many options, and you generally will always have something good to send. If you need another Predaplant monster to summon from the grave because you've got Predapruning, send that. Like, say, if you don't have Orpha Scorpio but you have Predapruning, send Orpha Scorpio and then summon it back with Predapruning and get its effect. There's just so much synergy with Foolish Burial in this deck. To make room for the new cards, I've bumped Allure of Darkness down to 2. So it's still great because you've got so many darks, but Super Solar Nutrients gets the card guaranteed, whereas this is a chance. So I found Super Solar Nutrients better than Allure. 1 Upstart Goblin, since Upstart Goblin is a nice card. Yugi Nono loves the card, I love the card, just so many people love this card to run. Some people don't, but you can take this out for the 3rd Allure, but I just like Upstart Goblin. 1 Pot of Desires for the final draw card, since it's just amazing. And then final 2 cards are still your 2 Mini-Guts, since this is your 1-puncher. You want to get that game over with now, and your opponent has a 2600 attack monster on the field, just tribute off one of your monsters, make Starving Venom gain the attack of that opponent's monster. That's not this effect, that's Starving Venoms, but have it go to 0 and then punch it and then deal extra damage with Mini-Guts. It's just such a good card in this deck. Now to the extra deck. So starting, you run your 2 Starving Venom. Since Starving Venom is your main boss monster that you want to summon, and just in general, you will summon this way more often than you need to. I was wanting to run 3, but 2's fine. You don't really summon... You can summon him like crazy, but by the time you've summoned him, well, him, I keep saying him, it's actually a female dragon. Every time you summon her, though, you've basically won, so you only need to run 2 of her. 1 Greedy Venom. Yeah, I put Greedy Venom in. Why not? And it negates monster effects, so it can help you. It's just there to be helpful, really. And if you get it off and you've got Starving Venom in the grave, you can just revive it back after destroying all monsters in the field. So it's a dark hole, and it's just 3300 base. So it's just actually a really good card. So I decided to put it in. Next is 3 Chimera Rafflesia, since you can summon this really easily. It's hard to get over. It can banish a monster that has lower level in it, and when it attacks a monster, or is attacked, it gains 1,000 and the opponent loses 1,000. So just a really good card. Now for Synchros, 1 Crystal Wing, since you can summon this relatively easily. It's mainly you get 1 card and then the other, and you're set. So you get, as long as you get one of the 2 cards you need and maybe something to get the other one in the grave, you can get this really easy. 1 Black Rose, since it's a good level 7 Synchro. Once again, Arcanite's still here. I don't have Clear Wing, so run Clear Wing if you don't. If you do have Clear Wing, run Clear Wing. Since Clear Wing, and if you get Clear Wing or Starving Venom on the field, there's this really cool combo you can do where Starving Venom would gain the attack of an opponent's monster, and then Clear Wing will negate Starving Venom's effect, destroy Starving Venom, and then Starving Venom will destroy all of the opponent's special summon monsters, and Clear Wing would gain Starving Venom's attack, allowing you to attack directly with a 5,000-ish attack monster. So do run Clear Wing if you don't, if you've got Clear Wing, because the combo is insane. You pull it off against someone, they'll probably be pretty impressed. Now for the XEs, still run Utopia and Utopia the Lightning. 1 Dark Rebellion and 1 Baguska, since they're just really good essentials, I'd say. So you run them since... Oh, actually, we run 3 of the 4-dimensional dragons, technically, because Crystal Wing. So, well, Crystal Wing is the upgraded version. You put Ottos in the deck and you can summon Zark. Rip double Iris, though, you can't put that in the deck. But, yeah, you put Otto's Pendulum in this and you can summon Zark. That's a thing you could do if you want to do it for fun. But, so... yeah, that's the XCs. Then, for the final 2 is Decode Talker and Proxy. Since this deck can link summon still, you just don't do it as much without Gofu. So, that's the updated version of Predaplant. I don't think it's lost any consistency without Gofu. If anything, it's gained it because of Super Solar Nutrients being the card. When we get Aromatherapy Jasmine, that will speed up the deck immensely, since that Link monster is just great in a plant deck. But yeah, thank you for the person that commented in the last deck profile reminding me to update this. I kind of forgot, a little bit. And so, also, thank you guys so much. The Predaplant deck profile has hit over 1,000 views, which is mind-blowing for me. I'm just so glad. I can't believe that 1,000 people have clicked on that video and just seen my card choices. I didn't think I would ever get to this, of hitting over 1,000 views on a video. I'm extremely appreciative of it, and extremely proud of it as well, because I feel like this is my deck, and essentially I built this without any sort of insight of what other people were running. I only looked at what other people were running after I made the deck, just to see if mine was similar in any way, but mine was completely different. No one runs Mini Guts, and people run Lone Flower Blossom and stuff like that. And when I saw Mini Guts' potential in this deck, I just thought, why would you like pass the opportunity to one-punch an opponent? So, yeah, that's the updated profile. I think I'm going to actually try and do different versions of Predaplants. One version I might test a bit is Predaplant, well, Predadolls. So Shaddoll Predaplant, since I love Shadolls, and this deck has some synergy with the Shaddoll cards, since Orpha Scorpio discards a monster to special summon a Predaplant from the deck, so that would trigger a Shaddoll effect to then say you discard Squatmata, then Squatmata can go and send Beast or Falco, and then Falco will either revive itself or Beast will let you draw a card to keep on going. So I might give Predaplant, or well, Predadolls a shot, and if it works I'll show you guys. But this is my pure Predaplant deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys stick around for more, and please subscribe if you haven't. I would really appreciate it if you did stick around, and I'll see you guys in the next video.